Hi, thank you for joining me. It's Body Beautiful tonight. We're going to be doing a meditation to open up our hearing tonight. And let me tell you what we're going to be working on. My picture of opening up our hearing is going to be working on peace, confidence in your hearing, clarity, present time, truth, and validation. So in order to get to those vibrations, we're going to be cleaning out energies that get in the way of those vibrations. So let's go ahead and get ready. I'm going to set the energy for the meditation with a prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, let's get started. One thing about this meditation that I would like to say before we get started is it's going to be important for you to stay in the center of your head, because some of the things that we're going to be clearing out of our hearing are charged. And what I mean by that is emotionally charged. So what we're going to try to do is clear out some of the energy that gets stuck in your hearing from certain expressions or certain things said to you. So it's going to be important that you try to remain neutral. And the way to do that is to stay right in the center of your head while you're looking at all of this. So we're going to review real quickly how to get into the center of your head. Okay? You're going to take your right forefinger and your left forefinger. You're going to place your right forefinger an inch above the top of your right ear. And you're going to take your left forefinger and place it an inch above the top of your left ear. And before you do anything, you're going to close your eyes and imagine drawing a line from one finger to the other so that you have a line of energy going through the center of your head right now. Okay? Now you're going to move the right forefinger to the front of your forehead and the left forefinger to the back ridge of your head. Now close your eyes and draw another line from finger to finger. You could take your fingers off your head, and where the crossbars meet in your head is the center of your head. So bring your point of attention right to those crossbars where the two lines cross. That's good. Be right there in the center of your head. And we'll go ahead and start our meditation. From the center of your head, say hello to the base of your spine and create a brand new grounding cord. So you're going to create a line of energy that goes from your first chakra, the base of your spine, straight down through the floor, through the dirt, all the way down into the center of the planet. And you want to tie that line of energy down or anchor it into the planet somehow, and then turn that grounding cord on and let gravity help you pull foreign energy out of your space. You could start with just the energy of the day. If you were doing errands or work or school, go ahead and start to let those energies release. Say hello to any responsibility energy and let that go. And since we're doing a body meditation tonight, if you have any aches or pains in your body, see if you can let go of them and release them down your grounding cord. Take a couple of deep breaths in and exhale. And start to pull your energy back from wherever you might have left it during the week I'm going to have you bring it into a great big gold sun above your head so you can collect up all your energy, direct it right into that sun. And then bring that sun in through the top of your head and fill your whole space up, every cell of your body with gold. Good. All right, we'll go ahead and start our meditation with the first energy vibration we're going to clear out and bring into our hearing is peace. And in order to do that, what we're going to do is start releasing trauma from the hearing. So you want to be sure you're in the center of your head. You can use your fingers if you want to locate the center of your head again. That's where you're going to start from. And we're going to use, you're welcome to use a rose if you're used to using a rose as a symbol. You could also use a clear bubble. I'll go ahead and walk through the meditation using a clear bubble. So go ahead and create a clear bubble out in front of you with your eyes closed and allow the energy of your hearing to go into that bubble. We're going to take a look at the energy of your hearing, and it'll be a lot easier to look at it if you put a grounding cord on the circle and ground it to the center of the planet. And say hello to all the different colors that you might see in there. Find any dark colors or ominous looking energies, you can go ahead and start to release those right away. Send them down the grounding cord. All right, now from the center of your head, to create peace, we're going to release some trauma. And the first kinds of trauma that I thought of to release would be the energy that you might hear during an emergency. So look at your hearing bubble and see if you notice the energy of any emergencies in your hearing bubble, and you can start to release that energy. And then the energy of accidents and any trauma that you may have experienced in accidents in your hearing. And then the energy of any noise or sound that you hear from injuries. These would be your own injuries or other people's injuries. So you can ground the energy of screaming or crying. And from the center of your head, you can also say hello to the concept of any mental trauma and release that. So when I say mental trauma, you can look at the bubble and notice if any colors light up and say hello to those and release them. And then next, look for any emotional trauma in the bubble. Say hello to those colors and let them release down the grounding cord. I see a couple of you slipping out of the center of your head, and I'll just remind you gently you can use your fingers to draw the two lines in your head to make sure that you're back in the center of your head. Good. Okay. Now say hello to any physical trauma that you might have experienced and all of the sounds that are associated with that. Clear that out of your hearing. Good. Good job. Now what you're going to do is think of a color that represents peace to you and create a gold sun above your head and start to fill that sun with the color that represents peace to you. And when that sun is full, bring it inside the bubble that you're working on. And fill that bubble up. You can let the excess gold go down the grounding cord on the bubble. All right. Next, we're going to bring in the vibration of confidence into your hearing. And in order to create confidence, we're going to be clearing judgment and where judgment has affected you in your hearing and where you might have certain associations with words or phrases as a result of judgment being attached to them. So we're going to clean out a couple of sayings now that have to do with judgment out of your hearing. And again, I want you to stay in the center of your head, and I will pre-warn you that some of these are meant to light you up. They are meant to stimulate your pain pictures so that you will clear them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the first saying. This is to clear judgment. You have a fat butt. Say hello to all the places where that lights you up and use your grounding cord to release that energy. All right, the next one. You're not what I expected. Clear all the invalidation and release all of that from your hearing. Okay, the next one. You're overweight. Just let all of that judgment release. And then the counter to that would be, you're too skinny. And release all the judgment from that. You're not smart enough. So when I say these statements, you want to look in the bubble for the colors that light up and just ground them out, because that will represent the judgment. You don't have the education. You're not a good parent. I don't like the way you do things. You're not a good friend. Good. Clear all of that judgment, and you're going to create a sun above the bubble and pick a color that represents confidence to you. Fill that sun in with the confidence color, and then fill the bubble in with the sun. Good. Next, we're going to create clarity in your hearing. And we're going to clean out a couple of other people's voices. So to start the clarity healing, I'm going to say things that other people may be saying to you or putting in your space, and you go ahead and ground the energy out of the bubble when I say them. Okay, you need to do this, or you need to do that. I told you to blank. You don't know what you're talking about. Only I have your answers. You're wrong. Now clear the energy of you can't. And look for the energy of you're not supposed to. I don't like you. Good job. Create another sun above the bubble And this time you're going to fill it in with a color that represents clarity to you. Next, we're going to create present time in the hearing space. And we're going to clean out past relationships to bring the hearing space into present time. So I'm going to be saying some more sayings to you for you to decharge energetically and clear from the bubble. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with the sayings. I'm not in love with you anymore. Let any sadness or grief release from you as you clear that energy out of your hearing. Next one is, you're not the person I thought you were. I don't think we have anything in common. We've just grown apart. You're too old. My mother doesn't like you. Now say hello to a beautiful present time energy and vibration. Create a sun in that present time energy and go ahead and fill the bubble in with that sun. And the next vibration we're going to bring into our hearing is the vibration of truth. And to do that, we're going to clear out other people's agenda for you. So let's start by saying hello to any family energy in your hearing bubble and any agenda that your family has for you. Go ahead and say hello to that and ground that energy. The next space to look for is a partner. If a partner has agendas for you. What is your boss's agenda for you? Say hello to that and ground that energy out of your hearing. And your best friend. What is your best friend's agenda for you? Say hello to it and ground it out of your hearing. Good job. Now create a sun and bring in your truth. Whatever color that is, fill that sun full of your truth and bring your sun full of your truth into your hearing bubble. Now, as you sit there, start thinking of and remembering, allowing yourself to remember validating expressions that have been said to you. And I'll give you an example. The first time my niece said my name as a child was thrilling to me. And that winds up being one of the statements I remember. Listen to your history and allow yourself to review some of the kindest things said to you. Create a sun while you're listening to all that validation and let that sun begin to fill up with validation. And when that sun is full of validation, go ahead and bring it right into that bubble. Fill the bubble up with validation. Then blow up the bubble. Create another gold sun and bring in some more validation. This sun is going to be for you, so take your time in filling it full of validation. And when that sun is full, go ahead and bring it in through the top of your head and fill up every cell of your body with that validation. And when you're all filled up, you can bend over and come on out of trance. Open your eyes. And I wanted to say that you might notice in the next couple of days a lot of energy coming out of your ears and out of your hearing. So it's possible that rather than seeming like you have clearer hearing, it might be a little messy for a day or two as everything's coming out from the meditation that we just did. But I can tell you how to resolve that. by sitting down and running your energy for 10 or 15 minutes and just grounding your hearing again. And that will just help everything settle down. And don't forget to bring gold suns in, because you released a lot of energy tonight. I gave you some very charged sayings. So good job. I just wanted to tell you that in 2 nights, on Friday night, I'll be doing a Seek and You Will Find. So I will see you again at that one's at 7 o'clock on Friday night. So I'm going to keep my eyes on you, and I will see you in 2 nights. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining me in Body Beautiful, and enjoy your hearing. But don't forget, there's going to be a little bit of a growth period for this. So give it 2, maybe 3 days for it to really open up for you. Okay? All right. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you Friday. Okay. Bye-bye.